Hi again, everybody, and welcome to Retirement SOS. I'm Ernie.
I'm Beth. This is Ruby, wearing her cone right after her leg surgery.
And she's going to be fine in a few weeks. So the decision to downsize can be an emotional and exciting one. Once you determine it's time to sell your home, you want to do everything you can to sell your property. But sometimes there are disagreements between husband and wife or partners determining exactly what you want. I mean, do you want to downsize into a condo? Do you want to downsize into an apartment, perhaps a townhouse or a smaller home? And then on the flip side, you want to make sure that you buy your new home within budget and agree on the location and the amenities you want in a new home. And I know in our case, Beth, I think you want to downsize a little bit more than I do. I know you talk about it more than I do.
You'd be quite happy to stay here forever, but I'm ready for a change.
Yeah, no, eventually I'm gonna get around to it. I mean, this is just a really good area to live in. And there are 4 main real estate transactional steps that will help you lead through the process.
So step number 1 is brush up on the rules and regulations involved when it comes to selling your home or buying your new residence. Chances are a lot has changed since the last time you were involved in a real estate transaction. Do your research. Begin by looking up your provincial or state real estate association or council. These sites contain a lot of information and they usually have a frequently asked questions section that's going to provide a lot of good information. Also, look at your city or town website for more data about prerequisites required for selling and buying a home. For example, the City of Toronto has a good one. Be proactive and get to know all the guidelines.
Yeah, exactly. That research part is so important, especially as we move into step number 2. Step number 2, hire a real estate agent. And let's review one quick thing when you hire a real estate agent is that remember, you're employing this person. He is working for you or she is working.
I was going to say, or she.
Right. I don't want to get the audience mad at me. So the bottom line is don't be shy about expressing your expectations. And I would avoid agents that promise the world, especially the ones that say that they'll buy your home if they can't sell it in the prescribed time that you've allocated to them. And I don't know about you, Beth, but that doesn't really sit well with me because I have to question their motivation for getting top dollar for your home. And in terms of selecting an agent, talk to friends and family for referrals. Also, look at agents that specialize in your area. They should be experts about selling homes where you live.
It's really important to trust them and feel comfortable with them.
So Beth, let's get into the brass tacks of actually selecting an agent that can sell your home.
Well, you should interview at least 2 or 3 agents and start the process by asking a series of questions. How many years have they been in real estate? Is being a real estate agent their full-time job? How do they intend on selling your home? What's their strategy? What is the rate of commission? And is there room for negotiation? And the next one is big, and that's how often are they going to communicate and give you updates? Unfortunately, lack of communication from agents to sellers is a common problem. Allow the agent 60 to 90 days to sell your home. That's a reasonable time frame.
Finally, if you don't have any references about the agent, then request them directly from the agent. Don't sign anything until you have checked references from former clients. You want to know about past performance and competency. And one more check. Make sure they are registered in your local real estate association database. And that's very, very important. The last thing you want to do is get scammed.
Step 3 is determining the list price for your home. Your real estate agent will basically work with you on this. Ask your agent to show you comparable properties that have sold within the past 6 months in your area. Nowadays, there's so many websites that show what properties in your neighborhood are listed for. So it's pretty easy to find out what's comparable to your house. A lot of things go into determining the list price, and that's location and amenities in your neighborhood. Is it near schools and restaurants and all that good stuff? It's also about the upgrades you put into your home, kitchens and new roofs and bathrooms. So once all that's gone into consideration, you and your real estate agent can sit down and determine the best list price.
And what amenities, Beth, would you look for? Like, what's an essential amenity for you when we?
Well, obviously, you know, an upgraded kitchen goes a long way. I know you're probably more into the mechanics of the place, like the roof and the windows, whatever. Kitchens and bathrooms and hardwood floor and all that is usually what most people look for, which we need to put a lot into our house.
Well, the mechanics of a home is very, very important, but it's not my top priority. My top priority in terms of an amenity when we downsize is the home close to bagel shops.
Oh, okay.
Got to have those morning bagels. That's so important.
All right.
Thank you. Hire a real estate lawyer. A buying or selling agreement, depending on what you're doing and at what stage you're at, is a legally binding contract. So once you've signed the contract agreement, either as a buyer or seller, it is very, very difficult to go back and make changes. So make sure you do it right the first time so that you avoid a lot of heartbreak and regrets.
That's true. So we realize that transactional requirements for real estate is not exactly glamorous, but it is important to make sure that you do all the things that you're supposed to do because they're all essential parts of the buying and selling process. So good luck with your downsizing project, and until next time.
Bye for now.